expecting all that. Hurry up! Getting comfy. Hello, everybody. This is Dunkel Dylan here. God of Chaos. I nearly said Hands of Chaos. I haven't been down in a while. No, but you get what I mean. Today I'm not finished with the puppy playtime / Resident Evil type of thing yet. I'm taking my time with that one because that one I'm actually writing down. And if you all been on my channel for a while, you know my writing is shit. So also I got a lot of stuff on my mind. Tomorrow I got an appointment with someone. I'm not gonna say what because that's literally none of your business. So we're gonna do a what if that's been on the request board, but I never got to do it mostly because the camera would turn off. This was the old one, the one that kept shutting off, especially around bad weather. It is windy as fuck, so let's hope this actually goes through and actually gives out audio. I hope so, because I'm using one of my family's things to actually talk through. We are doing what if Izuku Midoriya, or Deku, was the son of Kraven the Hunter. I don't think I have done this what if yet. If I have, you can say it, and I could probably make an AU of it. I'll probably do like the Kraven, because Kraven the Hunter is one of my favorite Marvel villains. A lot of people, I never really thought he would be that popular in Spider-Man 2. I'm kind of glad they did add him, because I was getting sick and tired of the same old villains. Kraven is one of those villains that actually has done impossible things that Spider-Man didn't, like fought Vermin. In case you don't know who Vermin is, he's one of Spider-Man's older villains, and it literally took Captain America and Spider-Man to actually fight him, so you know he's tough. Rhino and all that, all technical villains, to me, they just got boring. I know Taskmaster is not really a Spider-Man villain, which is probably a good thing, because Taskmaster is just one of those people. So, Kraven, what we're going to do for Kraven the Hunter, we're not going to do Spider-Man 2 version of the hunts, if that makes sense. We are actually going to do the comic version. If you don't know the comic version, it is when Kraven the Hunter actually committed suicide in the comic and pretty much killed himself with his own rifle, and admitted that he was wearing a Spider-Man suit to take out a lot of villains, if that makes sense. That's what Izuku was doing. Now, as for his clothing for Izuku Midoriya, because I know we're gonna ask, like, what type of clothing are we gonna have. In this one, to make things simple for Izuku Midoriya, or Kraven's son, is that where I got this idea from playing Monster Hunter Wilds. Now, before you all go giggly and ask me, I'm not going to spoil anything. Not one bit. I don't do spoiling video games because I know people want to play it. However, I will tell you, I got the idea when I was making my character. I got this D&D idea and a reminder because I was making my character, Bane, a Monster Hunter Wilds. Actually, he's from a lot of Monster Hunter games, mostly from World, Rise, and Wilds. The reason I didn't actually decide to make Kraven the Hunter because I wanted to replay those games. I wanted to actually remember those type of feelings of hunting monsters and all that. And what better way than to play the one game that, you hunt monsters. Now, before you all actually ask, no, I'm not going to mix Monster Hunter with Marvel. Wouldn't really make any sense. Because I know, I can hear people like, but Dylan, you made multiple versions. You actually, for fuck's sake, made a Warhammer in Marvel. That's different. Warhammer has space, so I can actually do that and get away with it. Dude, not with Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter is its own land and world. Sure, Earth is big, but it ain't that fucking big. You think people would notice a fucking Anjanath running around, or a Nergigante or shit like that? Yeah. No, we're not gonna do that. However, we are gonna tell about this. Izuku's clothing is gonna be similar to Spider-Man 2. The reason I'm using the second version of the Spider-Man 2 version of Kraven, because that's actually how Izuku would run, if metaphorically speaking. That's how he would act. Not for his final hunt, but for a worthy prey. And to him, Izuku Midoriya is not that worthy prey. It's just some annoying fucking kid getting in his way. Now, I will say this. Izuku does use weapons similar to Monster Hunter. For example, like the Insect Blade and the Gun Lance. I am adding those two weapons in there because I think that would be... Like I said, I'm getting this idea from my character from Bane, so I might as well honor the previous Bane in character from World and use the Insect Blade and honor my character in Wilds. No, I'm not going to make a full fucking thing Bane, because one, Bane in both of those games are way too dark and they're way too graphical. But I know I'm probably gonna be asked this: is Izuku gonna be a villain? No, Kraven was not really a villain. He was more of an anti-villain. I know that doesn't really help considering the much things, but he's not like Green Goblin or Dr. Octopus or any of them. Kraven is just a guy who just wants a worthy hunt. That is not a villain set. That is an actual goal. In this one, Izuku Midoriya is the same. He wants a worthy hunt. A hunt worthy of his legacy. And what better way to learn to get that hunt than from the man who managed to beat Kraven. Now, Izuku was raised by Kraven. He knows about his father killing himself because he did something. He won. Yeah, you heard me right. He won. He won his perfect hunt. He won his perfect thing, everything. So, we're going to get to that part. Izuku Midoriya is actually not in New York. Now, I will say this. My Hero Academia will be mixed, because I don't really do that often, so I figured I'd do it here. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, My Hero Academia, or Izuku, is the word I would say. Okay, we don't start off in New York. We actually start off in another location. We start off in Alaska, where polar bears and all that are. Why is Izuku in Alaska? Because that's what he was hunting. But he's not hunting a normal animal. No. He is actually hunting a creature from Inuit mythology. I can't remember the name, and I don't remember if it's from Alaska, but if you all want to correct me, especially non-real monsters, you can comment down below. I don't really mind, because I am a big fan of learning about mythical creatures. That is like one of my most favorite things to learn, I guess you could say. Mythical creatures. So this is where I get the idea of the monsters I hunt. He is hunting a creature. But now, also fashion choice, because I know people are going to ask this, because apparently fashion is important. He's going to go with the Kraven the Hunter, there's clothes from Spider-Man 2, the video game. Along with the same build and bulkiness of Kraven the Hunter from Spider-Man 2, because I think that with the things he's hunting, it makes sense. So we get back to Kraven, Izuku, in the harsh tundra of the whole harsh, cold climates and we see Izuku walking in his clothes, using a unique spear, not made of adamantium, but made of vibranium. The reason I think vibranium, because it's lighter. It is not like your typical everyday metal. It's lighter, and you actually have a less chance of poisoning. So that means you have a much higher chance of living. And no, Izuku didn't inject himself into this. He ain't fucking Logan. Again, that's fucking suicidal. But I am taking another idea from that. You'll see in a minute. And when he gets there, he actually starts tracking wolf paws. These are unique, though. They're walking on 2 legs. Like I said, if you know about these type of creatures from Inuit mythology, be more than happy to say it, because like I said, I can't remember the name. I have tried. But Inuit mythology is a lot more difficult to remember, I guess you could say. What I mean is, it's a lot more bigger of a pain in the ass for me to remember the names of said monster. If that makes sense. Which is what makes sense for me. I can barely remember the name of certain Inuit mythology. That's why I'm not actually doing like a big Inuit type of thing, because I know I'm not going to remember it. So... Oh, now you got your answer. Now, another thing, and this one's probably the big one, Midoriya gets to this hunt. He finds the tracks, he goes, and he pretty much tracks them down. Oh, he's been tracking this creature for 4 whole months now. Oh, until he finally comes across a cave. Now, this cave is not big, but it's not small. It's not something you can easily underestimate. It's actually pretty big, and it's something you can easily mistake for something else. So when Midoriya, aka Izuku, is doing this whole thing, he is hunting. And he finally finds the creature. He goes in and he finds this half man, half wolf. Now you're immediately thinking, oh, it's a werewolf. Yes and no. In Inuit mythology, this creature has the upper body of a human and the lower body of a, wolf. Has the tail and everything. I know that's going to be confusing, but it's Inuit mythology. I didn't do this. The ancestors of the Inuits did. I still think it's actually kind of unique for that. So obviously, this is obviously making Midoriya different. He is not hunting normal monsters. He is hunting mythical creatures. So when we go in and he starts hunting these creatures, like I said, I don't remember the name. So pretty much 4 months of tracking, 4 months of finally hunting. He finally catches up with his prey. And once he actually found his prey, he starts digging in. He digs in to that hunt. And he digs in to this creature. He fights for his life. The adrenaline rushing through his veins, the blood pumping through his body, and his heart pounding of excitement. But the creature, though? The creature senses something. Something he has never sensed in anything, or himself, actually. Fear. This creature is scared of Izuku Midoriya. He is absolutely terrified of this man, which is unique in Inuit mythology. So when Midoriya actually founded this creature, he knew this hunt was going to be over soon, because he knew this creature was scared of him. And Midoriya just looks with a face of disappointment, because he was expecting this creature not to be scared of him. You expected a creature like this, to live for hundreds of years or more, not to be scared of humans. But this one's terrified. So, with annoyance in his eyes and destruction and disgust of a weak creature such as this being scared of something he can easily crush, a man who he can easily kill, to him is a disgrace of a hunter. So, okay. Sorry about that, my fucking speaker decided to crackle. That fucked with me for a bit. So when they go in, go for this hunt, go for this kill, go for the perfect prey. Mizuma Midoriya slams his spear directly into the mythical creature's heart, killing him. Now, when Midoriya rips out the heart from the spear, he puts it around a cloth and takes it to somewhere else, his home. His home is an igloo. It's a very small igloo, big enough for one person. It's not big enough for a full fucking people. It's big enough for probably a little bit, but not that big. So Midoriya gets on the mount. Right, so Midoriya gets into the igloo, I meant to say that, not the mount. He doesn't have a mount. So when he gets in, he pretty much starts taking the heart from the cloth and starts pounding into this mixing bowl. It's pretty much, I can't remember what it is. Uncle Roger showed me this numerous of times, but I can't remember the name. It's pretty much this bowl with this pounding stick in it. You probably all know what I'm talking about, especially if you all cook. Okay, it's used for herbs and spices. Midoriya is mixing all types of weird ingredients in this. Stuff you would never expect from this. That's why I'm getting this idea from an actual Kraven the Lore hunter thing from the lore. He makes into this cauldron as well. And he takes this chalice made from obvious voodoo mythology type of stuff. And he drinks the cauldron. And now he starts changing. His body starts getting... and his bones start to harden. His teeth sharpening. And his eyesight is better than a T-Rex itself. His eyes are better. The hunt may have been pathetic, but it was still worth it to the end. Now, in case you don't know, especially if you don't read like old Spider-Man comics, Spider-Man, the old Kraven the Hunter, he didn't use any normal meat. He lived in Africa for a bit and studied ways of voodoo, if my memory serves me correctly. Y'all can correct me. I'm not a Marvel expert. I already know I'm gonna hear, but Dylan, in the movie, Kraven the Hunter got his abilities from the lion. That's the new version. I'm talking like the old school type of shit. Before Disney decided to be a woke piece of useless trash that can't even make a good action movie if they tried. And yes, I went that low. Because they're gonna fuck up every day, so why the fuck should I care? So, as I said, Midoriya pretty much starts fighting this creature. Starts fighting... Well, he's not fighting anymore, but he's actually winning the transformation. He won against the transformation, because mostly this would kill a man. But this is when he hears rustling outside. And smells something. A strong stench in the air. Not a smell of a hunter, but of a guest. As Midoriya walks outside of his igloo, he sees someone. A person. A Native American woman, covered with bone chimes and a dark furred coat, with a hint of a spirit's walking with her. Midoriya knows what this is. This is a witch doctor. What do you want? Says Midoriya in a deep tone after drinking the elixir from the creature. I see that Kraven has not raised the disappointment of a child, says the mysterious woman, but with a calm and emotionless exterior personality. You didn't answer my question. What do you want? Straight to the point, aren't you? Fine. I came to give you news. And that would be? Your father's dead. Finally killed Spider-Man? Yes and no. He has killed Spider-Man, but mostly what he did was just bury him alive. Not surprising. You're not surprised that your father hasn't killed Spider-Man? Spider-Man is a necessary good. A good you can never replace with such normal ways. Spider-Man is a man you cannot replace. The humanity, the creatures of New York would die if Spider-Man dies. The flame would have been perished. There would have been no Spider-Man after that. You're definitely different from your father. That's because I know my father. He's not that fucking dumb. But what do I know? I'm just a normal man. But I'm taking a guess you're telling me this for a specific reason. I was actually curious if you were going to try to avenge your father. But revenge is a fool's game. And Spider-Man didn't kill Kraven. Kraven killed himself, like you said. But I am going to America, not to hunt the spider, but to hunt a creature that I need. Still practicing your voodoo arts, I see, saying the woman. Why else would I go to New York? I now hunt a creature even you thought to be a legend. The Jersey Devil. Isn't that a local boogeyman in that territory? It may be a myth, but so was the Inuit tribe's monsters, and you saw me took one out with ease. Remember that. I don't hunt normal animals like Kraven. Now, get out of the way. You're blocking my dinner. As she sees the polar bear right next to the igloo. And as he does, this is when Midoriya pretty much gets the stuff he needs for this hunt. His spear, his weapons, and his materials. So, when Midoriya gets into the territory that he needs to be in, Midoriya pretty much gets to New York. I already know what I'm going to hear. How did he get to New York? Simply, he hijacked a plane. By hijacking, I mean he get under the wheels of the plane and just fly there. That's what I mean by hijack. And he does it pretty fucking well, actually. No one has expected him to be there. So when Midoriya gets on the plane, he manages to actually move around. Now, not many people have noticed him, and once he lands in New Jersey, his hunt begins. He manages to evade and avoid a lot of the humans. Midoriya is not a big fan of encountering people. He's actually quite the opposite. He hates interacting with people. To him, it's fucking annoying. To him, interacting with humans is like interacting with a fucking dishwasher, pretty much. It's bloody annoying. I mean, no one wants to do that chore. So Midoriya, immediately gets to the forest of New Jersey and starts his hunt. Well, he notices something. Something is off. Something different. And so he stalks what is wrong, because he realizes something. The air in this territory feels wrong. It feels quiet. It should not be this quiet. Kraven knows this. I mean, Izuku knows this. If it's quiet, that means something is wrong. So immediately Midoriya checks in, seeing what's wrong. And when he does, he notices it. Something is horribly wrong. He sees the Jersey Devil, but it's already dead. Midoriya grits his teeth with anger. Something has stolen his hunt, and he is not happy about this. Who the fuck is dumb enough to steal his hunt? He's thinking. No one's that dumb. But then again, he remembers. He's not the only hunter here. But this hunt was not done out of decency. It was mostly just pure cruelty. So, when Midoriya checks the wounds of the creature, he says the following. Large diagonal, no scratch march to throat. That was to kill. Insult to injuries was eyes ripped out, horns removed, intestines ripped. This was done by someone who wanted this creature to suffer, but did not know he killed the creature without him knowing. Something is off. Might as well see what I'm dealing with. So as he goes, this is when he comes across something off. Someone he never expected to see. His sisters. His siblings. Have you found Izuku? No. Hold on. No. He's impossible to track. Understand. Not surprising. He always avoided family. To him, he was like father. He was always the favorite of the children. No matter. We don't need him. We have what we need. Eat. The heart of the Jersey Devil. You know Izuku will not be happy you stole his kill. Our father's pride is in vain. He can get over it. Midoriya thinking in his head, like hell I am. Izuku's mad, but he knows better than let his emotions get to him. So, this is when Midoriya grabs a knife, pulls it out, slow enough that they can't hear it, and then throws it directly into his sister's hands. A large yelp comes from Midoriya's sister. It is unwise to hunt someone else's prey, especially after they just got off the fucking airport. Looks like you were just here just in time. Are you here to help us? No, I'm here to get the heart. Nothing more. You truly do not care about Kraven's death. Kraven was a psychopath who wanted to defeat Spider-Man, and he did. Let dead prey die. Our father was no prey. Hey, the fuck are you talking about? Of course he was prey. He let his pride get to him. That was his predator. All predators have pride. True, they do. But not as high as yours. Your prides are ridiculous, childish. Nonsense. And what would you have done? Not what you're doing now, that's for damn sure. I won't be a fucking idiot and get myself killed just because I wish Daddy to respect me more. You and I both know that was not gonna happen, especially now that you hunt shit. Now, if you're not helping us. This is when she grabs a dagger, but before she did is when Midoriya throws another knife to her shoulder. Don't bother. I'm more experienced than you, and I can see your movements. As she looks up, she knows Midoriya's eyes are different, more monstrous than normal. You've been consuming these things? Who has a pride now? You're just like father. No. I hunt mythical creatures such as the creature's corpse you have stolen from my grasp. Having killed out of pure pleasure. Kraven kills out of pride. I killed for survival. I'm a necessary evil. And you know it. Now, if you excuse me, this is when the brother jumps in, trying to pin Midoriya, but this is when Midoriya grabs him by the throat and slams him down. Don't bother. I hunted what humans would call Bigfoot. I have the strength of one. All you're doing is just being a fucking idiot. After he takes his thing and takes it back to his lair, one of the few hideouts he actually has away from his family. I should probably warn Spider-Man. No one deserves such a fate. As much as I may not like Spider-Man, he's a necessary good. A too big of a necessary good. Especially for New York. So this is when and Midoriya gets going. There we are. There's the creature. Chara, the plague, they call it. Luckily, I have other ways of meeting a transport. I do not need to rely on such pitiful things anymore. And so Midoriya starts getting to New York. Again from plane, because he can't grow fucking wings. This is when he immediately starts tracking down Spider-Man. He doesn't hunt him away. He studies him, learns his moves in case things get ugly, tracks him to his lair, and learns the identity. Peter Parker, also known as Spider-Man. This is when he says, when Peter Parker comes back from a fight that he knows he's tired of, this is when he hears, "Hello, Spider-Man." He turns around to see Midoriya. Kraven?
Wrong, not Kraven. I'll give you credit, I do have his fashion taste, I suppose.
How did I not... Peter's thinking in his head, how did I not sense him? My spider senses have not gone off.
The reason you're probably wondering why your spider sense didn't warn you. That's because I'm not interested in hunting you, Spider-Man.
You're not interested in hunting me.
Not even close. Even if you were an interesting hunt, you wouldn't really do anything for me. All you'll be is just a fucking annoyance. A less worthy hunt.
I don't know if I should take that as an insult or a compliment.
For your sake, I take it as a compliment.
Okay. Gonna regret asking this. But why are you doing this? Why are you here?
That is easy.
What?
I said that is easy to say. I came to warn you. My brothers and sisters are hunting you.
What? Why would your brothers be interested in hunting me? I mean, why would your brothers and sisters be interested in hunting me? I'm a nobody.
Wrong. In their childish mind, you're the man that has killed Kraven the Hunter.
So, another of your happy family, I suppose?
Happy? Phew, that's a sad something. A happy family, not even close. Kraven never really saw us as his children. I was the first one to realize that they were not.
Well, okay. What can we do then?
You? Nothing. You're pretty much prey. I only came here to warn you.
You're not gonna help me fight your crazy siblings?
They're not mine to hunt. They are yours.
I'm not gonna kill them.
A hunter doesn't always have to kill his prey.
Hey.
And a predator doesn't always kill another predator to claim dominance.
Why are you helping me?
Out of respect, really. You're not a bad man, and your death would be an unbalance to the world, especially to New York. No one can replace such a fire in your heart, Peter Parker.
How did you...
I studied you for months. Probably more than that, actually. For years. A whole year, in fact.
Creepy.
You call it creepy. And yet, I've seen some of you do the same.
Okay, there's a difference between tracking a villain and stalking someone.
And so, it is. But that doesn't mean I'm in the wrong.
I suppose not. After all, you did warn me. What do you want in return? You're obviously telling me this for a reason.
I am.
Good guess. I am telling you these for a reason.
When I go to my hunt, you will stay out of it.
As long as it doesn't involve hurting a person.
It will not. But, unlike Kraven, I have no interest in hunting humans. Now, now to get going.
Wait. Thank you for telling me this.
Like I said, Peter Parker, you are too valuable to die.
And this is when Midoriya jumps off. Peter sees he's gone already. Crap. I'm definitely losing my A game. But how did he manage to make sure my spidey sense didn't detect him? Besides the fact he has no interest in hunting me. I should have noticed him just, well, stalking me at least, but I haven't. What the hell? I need to think. I definitely need to think. Okay. Just deep breaths. This is just... fuck it, this is not normal. He's definitely good at his He's definitely good. I'll give him that. He knows when to hide his emotions. So terrifying to think. Okay. Maybe I should talk to him. Meanwhile, with Midoriya sitting minding his own business. After that, Midoriya starts tracking the creature he actually is not trying to hunt, but trying to help. He's in New York sewers, and he starts tracking. Let's see. Where are you, little mouse? Fish. Yes, you should not be far. This is when Midoriya actually finds what he needs to hunt. I mean, this is what? A giant reptilian man. I guess anything is possible. Now to hunt the creature. This is when Midoriya sees the creature he's hunting. A giant man wearing a lad coat, covered in scales. This is when Midoriya pretty much starts hunting. Well, more like helping the creature. This is when pretty much Midoriya starts fighting the creature. The lizard obviously swings his tail, but Midoriya grabs it and flings it to the sewer pipe, knocking him out immediately. Good thing I hunted the Loch Ness monster before I came here. Time to help your suffering. This is before he could do. He hears a whip, but before he could do anything, he grabs the and slams it down. Nice try, Spider-Man. How did? You know what? Never mind. What are you doing with that serum? Not what you're thinking. Again, obviously. I'm not going to waste time telling you. It's more of a show. And this is when he injects it into him. And before, without hesitation, the lizard returns back to the man he was. How? How did you... This type of alchemy is easy to fix. The lizard thought it could be a good idea to mix lizard DNA to restore limbs. But don't think of the side effects, yes? Yeah, how did you... You really did not want it to hurt him. You really are different. Yep. Anyway, pause break. I am back. This is when Midoriya pretty much gets up, gets ready for his day. Hey, after the whole shenanigan of the lizard. Or at least he thought, but until not Midoriya, he comes across Spider-Man again. Hey, Kraven. Not Kraven. Call me Izuku. That is my original name. Before Kraven adopted me. Okay, Kraven. You already know about me. Can I know about you? A hunter wants to know... A predator of hope wants to know about the predator of monsters. I suppose so. Well, you already know I'm the son of Kraven the Hunter. That actually is true. Why didn't you come here when he was tormenting me? Well, in my defense, I was but a toddler. What the fuck could I have possibly have done? I guess that makes sense. But still, why did you help me? Most people would have just left. Because, like I said, you're too pure to be killed. Hey, No. I suppose there's a reason, but I do not hunt the same creatures as Kraven. I hunt, and before you think I finished the sentence, this is when and a spear damn near hits Spidey, but Izuku grabs it. You let your guard down near me too much. No, I was sensing it. I was gotta see if you can. So you brought the person of Wakanda here. You have sharp eyes, young one. Sharper than a panther's. He takes the spear. What do you want, child of Wakanda? We are talking. Hey, apologies for interrupting. Hey, it's okay, Your Majesty. What is it? I need your help, both of you. A villain known as All for One has stolen adamantium from my people, and somehow managed to turn them into monsters. All for One. You know that name, Izuku? One of the Kraven supporters. He smuggled in stuffed animals that Kraven could hunt. When he heard Kraven was dead, he must have chosen a new line of work. Tormenting the people of Wakanda. He's an evil that cannot be removed that easily. Only two ways, really. By death or by death or by something else. And these creatures, what can you tell me about them? They are no longer human. Hold on, I'm getting comfy. Alright. That's better. That's better. Sorry about that. You're saying they used to be humans. But... Yup. Oh. Anyway, sorry about that. This is when he says, I suppose I see no shame in hunting the creatures that are hunting you. Correct. This actually looks disturbingly important. Hold on, people. I'm back. Sorry about that. A friend was showing me something. Now, excuse me. Where was I? Oh, yes. Izuku Midoriya, Rhea says, nice. We're gonna do a bit of a time skip, actually. No, wait. No. Oh, we're at the Wakanda bar. We're at Wakanda. Duh. Any other hero? Any other heroes was there to help us? Yes, All Might. He's not really allowed. Most people are not allowed in Wakanda. But I make an exception because All for One is a threat that cannot be ignored. I bet. So... Oh, how come? Sorry. This is when I hear...
So you think... Well, what do you think is happening with all of this? Well, let's get going then. Now, I guess there is one thing we should do. Agreed. This is when they get going and get ready. How are you feeling, my friend? Ben Spider, you're actually asking of how I'm feeling? I'll be honest. This is so weird. But what can I do? Exactly. So let's do this. As we get it going, once they actually get going, this is when in the not in the United States, but this is when they land to see All Might. I'm taking a guess, that's All Might. Right. Yeah, that is All Might, good guess. Let's get going. This is when they see who they're dealing with. So, what do you know about All for One? Spidey says. All for One is pretty much a man who has something called a quirk. Like a mutation? Pretty much. The only difference is they're different. These quirks are pretty much genetic. So yeah, like mutations. The only difference is in Japan or any other country, they actually accept them. It's just a fancy way of saying mutations that can be with a fancy fucking name. Oh, I thought that was kind of fucking stupid. All for One has the ability to pretty much steal these quirks and make them his own, or even modify them. So watch for him, pretty much. Yes, watch for him. Especially to quirk users. This is when they get down to see All Might. Kraven. Wrong man. Kraven's dead. Kraven's dead? Wait, Kraven was known there? I didn't even know you gave a shit about some lonely nobody. They like Kraven. Mostly they're too busy worrying about the big dogs instead of concern of the little sheep. Shepherds trying to act like they actually are doing their job. It's the truth.
The fuck? Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. For some reason, my phone went off. Well, I thought something about it. I felt the vibration and shit. So, anyway, when All for One pretty much sees the ship landing, he sees him. He's so. You know what? I'm gonna do this bullshit. I'm just gonna get a good kink. So, All for One. Sorry, not All for One. So, Kraven actually did have a child. This should be interesting. The villain, the henchmen trying their best not to laugh. What's with the smirking?
Nothing, boss. Nothing at all.
Vera, let us go. As All for One fully leaves,
I can't. How can you not laugh at that voice? Just stay cool. We don't want to end up like Bill. We do not want to turn into a... We do not want to have a quirk that involves shrinking penises.
Meanwhile with Spider-Man, why do I have the urge to make fun of someone?
Oh God, this should be interesting.
Does he have any weaknesses? His voice. Whack. Everyone says, what? All for One has a colorful tone of voice. Make fun of that and he'll lose his temper. He's pretty much like a child. For all that power, he's not the brains of the operation. It's his wife. And where's his wife?
I don't know, I don't talk to her.
But I don't really fuck women anyway.
Hello.
Wait, you're into men? I thought you maybe like Kraven.
No, unlike him, I'm picky of the men I fuck.
You weren't trying to get it to me, are you?
Oh please, you're not my type.
I prefer men that actually can keep up in the bed and will not last 2 minutes. Can't last that's more than 30 seconds. Whack.
Black Panther, and then All Might don't say a word.
You're not funny, you know that? Izuku, you're not funny, you know that?
Oh, I know. Well, but if I'm not a jackass to you, how would you learn patience?
Damn you.
Alright, let's go take out All for One.
This is when they get going, and this is when they find them. Damn, look at the size of this place.
Remarkable.
Whoop, sorry. Look at this beautiful place. Beautiful? This place is creepy. Hey, oh, fuck off. But let's go. Look at... So this is Wakanda? Haven't you been here before? No offense, but... Spider-Man, but weren't you here before? Oh yeah, I have. Let's get going.
Yes. That must be it over there. Okay, I guess that actually makes sense. But that doesn't explain on why he wants adamantium, though. Who? All for One? Yeah, do you have any idea why he wants it? Oh, that's simple. It is? Yeah. It's mostly because of one particular reason. People just get bored. But when it comes to All for One, he's doing this out of boredom. Wait. So you're telling me All for One is doing all this damage because he's bored? Kraven the Hunter had something for him to do. For once, he has to do this all by himself. But his temper is his downfall. Like I said, we use that temper against him, and it can defeat him. Alright, show us the way then. Shouldn't be that hard. When they continue on, this is when pretty much they find them. Whoa, look at the size. Nice at that place. That's a drill. That is a drill. Okay, then let's do this. Shouldn't be that hard. This is when they get going. We should be close. Wow. Well, we get going, and this is when they find All for One. So, you finally found me. All for the Spider-Man trying his best not to laugh.
When a homeless man an 8-year-old.
Anyway, this is when Donald. Blah, 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 blah. Why am I saying Donald Trump? This is when he says. Let's do this. This much... So... What do you do now? Fucking laugh at you with that fucking voice. Well, I guess anything's possible. Well, I guess nothing is possible after that many fights. Anyway, after pretty much playing, after that, this is when All For One says, "You dare make fun of my voice? Motherfucker, it's kinda impossible to make fun of a voice after that. I mean, who the fuck has a voice like Leo and Stitch? I'm going to kill you now." Yeah, sure you are. Well, we were talking to you and making fun of you. Guess what's already been blown up? What? And this is when he hears the explosion behind him. Oh, you clever little fuck. But I'm not the only one who came alone. You might want to duck. I'm already on it, and then Spider-Man ducks. I got my sister. You take care of All Might. But you take care of All For One. Wait, I can't fight that guy. You're not fighting him alone. It's 3 against 1. And he will fight for you too. Of course it's 3 against 1. He means you're not alone, Spider-Man. This is when Black Panther and All Might are there. Oh, I'm actually happy. You think only 3 people can defeat me? I am All For One! He starts stomping his legs. Okay... Let's just get this over with. I don't want to feel like beating up a toddler. I agree. Yep. And with Midoriya, he continued. He was fighting and destroying. And beating the fuck out of people. Anyway, this is when Midoriya stands up. I mean, this is when he continued. He's fighting his sister. How dare you work for Spider-Man? Like I said, I don't hunt the spiders. I don't have human. I just hunt mythical monsters. This is when they continue fighting. Then why fight me? I'm no monster. That's where you're wrong, sister. Humans can be monsters. No matter how much you try to deny it. She starts growling, and this is when he pounces. But he moves out of the way just in time for her to fall into a bottomless pit. Goodbye, sister. Anyone, when he comes back, All Might's already defeated, and All For One's already defeated, and still just crying like a little boy. I feel horrible. Don't be, bastard. Zardos is a sick fuck. Okay, even for villain standards. Can't remember how many villain bars he'd been kicked out of. So, what will you do now? Do what I do best. Hunt mythical monsters. I will see you around, Spider-Man. Yeah, see you. And they part ways. And that's the end of that. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. This has been Duckle Dylan here, and I will see you all in the next video.